All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to this part two of what I was talking about. Don't be in a hurry to launch your candle business. All right, I decided to cut that video short because I don't want it to be too long. That was already 18 minutes. Maybe after I edit it, it might fall down to 15 minutes or so. But nevertheless, it's still a long video, so I don't want it that long. So this one, I will be going straight to the point, and I want you guys to think about what I'm saying, and if it makes sense, I think you should apply that into your candle business, especially into your candle business. Okay. All right. Where I stopped at testing. All right. Like I said, I've been testing for over close to 7 months or 6 months plus, and I've been testing my wicks, testing my wax because I blended my own wax. And I talked to you guys about how I consulted the companies that produce this wax and send them to other smaller companies to distribute to us. Okay. I also talked about the wick. I contacted a wick company as well, and they did the same thing. They spoke to me extensively about the wick and how wick are different from how they make them. Your spool wick, your pre-tab wick, your prime wick, and your non-prime wick. Those are important things you need to know. Okay, so I've gathered this information, and that's what is also helping me to prepare better to launch my product. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about, why haven't I launched yet, is how many wicks do I have right now? Before I talk about how many wicks do I have right now, how about I talk about how many wax types do I have? A lot of us just have one single wax type to launch our product. Okay, like I said in the previous video, what if the wax you're looking for or you normally use runs out? They don't sell them anymore. They discontinue them. What if the wick you normally use and you've been using for years, all of a sudden the company says, we don't carry them anymore. We'll move on to something else. And your customers already are familiar with that. You are familiar with that. Your wax and your wick, your wax, your wick, your fragrance oil, for those who add color, your coloring, your additive, those who add additives, all these variables have been merged together to form a consistent candle for you. It has become your standard. What if the wax got discontinued? What are you going to do? You got to start all over again, testing and spending money. And while you're doing that, your customers are moving on to somebody else. Okay? So what did I do? I decided to test two different wax types. Okay? One is my in-house blended wax that I blend myself, right? And a regular wax, or what I call ready to go wax. Okay, so if my blended wax, say the combination that I use, one of the manufacturer maybe says we don't carry that anymore, we don't sell them anymore, I cannot blend the wax, my wax, the way I used to blend it. I have to change everything, change the ratio, change the percent, right? I have to change the wick even, right? So that's the problem. That's a problem. So that's why I said, let me have a backup plan. Let me have an alternative. So now I have another wax type, okay? And what did I do? Why I haven't launched yet, right? What did I do? I decided to test all my wicks on both of my wax types, which means every wick that I've tested, that I've worked, okay, on, let's call it wax A, I made sure the wick that worked, or the wicks that worked on wax A, would work on wax B. So in case wax A decide to go and discontinue them, at least I have a backup wax B that I don't need to test my wick on because it's already been tested now, right? It's been tested now. So in the future, if something happens to wax A, I still have wax B. Nothing changed. I just keep moving, keep selling. All right. And how many weeks do I have? I have 7 different type of weeks. And the entire 7 different types of weeks, they work on both of my wax type. For example, if week A, say they don't no longer selling that week anymore, I have week B. If week B says they don't have it, I have week C. So I've cut down on the testing for the future. So if anything happens, if one of my variable changes, it doesn't slow down my production. It doesn't slow down my business. I keep moving. Okay, that's something I want you guys to think about and start applying if you haven't done that. A lot of my friends on Facebook, I've seen them write, oh, this is discontinued. I need to start testing a new week. That is discontinued. I need to start testing a new wax type. You want to have more. I'm actually thinking of having more than 2 wax type. All right. I want to expand that. But right now, I am confident right now. Okay. All right. Or famous last words. I'm confident right now that my wax will stay because I talked to the manufacturer. All right. And they say that's their number 1 wax. It's abundant. They have that in abundance. So I'm hoping it stays like that. But as a businessman, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? So I've diversified to other wax type that I know will work for me. All right. I have 2 primary wicks that I'll be using for my candles. 2 primary ones that I'll be using. But in case something happens to those 2, I have 1 secondary wick that will work for my candles without testing because I've already done the testing right now. So I'm talking to you right now. I'm burning about 7 different candles right now in front of me. Okay. And I have 2 emergency wicks. Say the primary wick, got discontinued. Secondary wick got discontinued. I have 2 emergency wicks, 2 types of emergency wicks that I can use. And I have what I call last stitch effort wicks, which means if everything has gone, at least I have this wick left. So what are the chances? What are the chances that all of my 7 wicks will be out of stock or will be discontinued? What are the chances? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Be prepared. Be prepared for these things. They will happen. All right. This is the reason why I haven't launched yet. And plus, I got my package, my packing box. You can see it has the design of my candle right there. I'll show you one of my candles right here. So it has that design, that pattern, right? It has that. Okay. And when I open it, you see our mission statement and you see the content of our candle right there. Okay. So far, I am very pleased with my wicks and my wax, and I'm very pleased the way they burn. I'm very pleased the way everything is coming out. I am not nervous to sell my candles to people. I am not nervous because I've tested these candles extensively. I've burned a candle for 18 hours, guys. 18 hours. Taking shifts, like taking turns watching candles. Taking turns watching. Sometimes I've gone to bed like 2 a.m. because I'm watching. That's extensive. That's how passionate I am, to make sure my wick, my candle, they are safe. Because some people, like a friend of mine told me that he didn't know he's not supposed to power burn candle that long. He said he burns his candle like 24 hours a day. So some buyers out there, some of your customers are going to burn your candles religiously without looking at your warning label, without looking at instructions or direction of how to burn candles. They don't care. So you want to make sure your candles are safe. So that's what I've been doing. I've taken precautions. I'm printing this for my customers that will go with them. All right. See that? This will go with them in every candle that I sell, to go with it. Keeping the brand consistent. See the pattern also matches with that. See that? Keeping it consistent. So that's why I haven't launched yet, but definitely I'll be launching soon because everything is coming together. I've gotten the candle all ready to go. I'm going to make my order for the wicks that I'm using, and I'm going to start making the mass production. All right. So far, everything is looking good. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that, because I'll be posting videos like this weekly or maybe bi-weekly, but I'm sure I'll be posting videos about these topics. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you haven't joined my Facebook group, I'll put the link in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know and comment down below. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and please subscribe. I've said it before, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.